What's been your toughest day on the streets?
2 years ago, my friend passed away at my feet. Jumped the doorway in Argos.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he died of pneumonia and he had cancer.
And was he homeless as well with you?
Yeah, we were sleeping in the doorway. I woke up in the morning, he was dead.
Laura?
Yeah,
How long have you been homeless for?
about 7 years.
7 years, okay, so a long time. Laura, how did it all happen?
Basically, I was with an ex-boyfriend. He used to abuse me. I left him. Through that, I lost contact with my mum. I got with another guy, and he was also beating me up. And I left him about 8 months ago. Chelmsford, I've come here to London.
And how, the first time obviously with your partner from before, how did that lead you to becoming homeless?
He isolated me from everybody.
Okay.
I stayed with him, with his parents. They knew what he was doing, but they didn't do anything about it. Eventually I left him after 3 years.
Did your family know what was going on?
My mum did, yeah.
Okay, she couldn't really do much.
No, because I chose to go with him and not go home.
And how was your life like before you became homeless?
I used to work as a carer.
Okay.
Working as a carer, I had a 26 grand car, 3-bedroom house.
Okay, so you had a £26,000 car and then ended up homeless. How was your first day becoming homeless?
I was originally staying with friends, and then after a while they get a bit fed up,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. So I was sleeping in Argos doorway in Chelmsford
Okay.
for about.
Did you live in Chelmsford as
Yeah, I
well?
was living in Chelmsford. Yeah.
And what do you find to be the toughest part about being homeless, Laura?
Cold nights
Yeah.
and strange men asking for sex. A lot of the time.
We've heard that a lot from other females that we've interviewed.
A lot of the time.
In the past few months it was very, very cold, and you mentioned
Yeah.
that as well. The cold nights are hard. How
Yeah.
do you cope in those freezing times?
Just try and find somewhere warm. Sometimes walk around all night.
Where do you currently sleep?
In like blocks of flats,
Okay.
just stairwells.
Do you have like a tent or
No,
nothing?
no. I had loads of clothes and tents and everything got taken.
Would
by
you have
other
like a
people.
mattress or something?
No, literally just sleeping bag on the
Okay.
floor.
And Laura, you seem quite young, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a good life before, like you mentioned. What do you miss the most from that?
My mum.
Your mum.
Yeah.
Does she know you're homeless?
Yeah.
And she can't do nothing to help you?
She started a new life kind of thing, new partner.
Okay.
So I
Is she in
don't.
Chelmsford?
Yeah.
Okay. And when was the last time you saw mum?
6 months ago because of the COVID. She's a bit paranoid about.
What's been your toughest day on the streets?
2 years ago, my friend passed away at my feet. Jumped the doorway in Argos.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he died of pneumonia and he had cancer.
And was he homeless as well with you?
Yeah, we were sleeping in the doorway. I woke up in the morning, he was dead.
And Laura, what do you find the nicest thing that someone has done for you since 7 years you've been homeless?
Loads of different things. People give you food, money, just come and chat. Right. There's one lady that comes past every morning and buys me Costa every morning.
Okay, that's
Right.
nice.
Sometimes that's nicer than someone giving you
You
money.
always stay here in this station?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
Okay. And what's the meanest thing someone has done to you?
Beat me up for no reason for being homeless.
Was that
Pissed
about
on
men
me.
or women that beat you up?
Men, women, people pissing on you,
That's so
burning
sad.
your stuff, throwing your stuff away.
And this is a question that a lot of our viewers ask that, between homeless men and homeless women, how is it tougher for you being a woman, being homeless, do you feel?
I think so, yeah.
In what ways do you think it's tougher for
The
women?
men coming over to you asking you a lot of the time for sex, just thinking it's okay.
How do you keep yourself secure and safe? Because it's not safe for women on the streets. So.
Just try and keep myself to
Have you got
myself.
friends on the streets?
Yeah, I know a few people, but I used to do drugs. I don't do drugs anymore, so I try and keep myself to myself.
And where you sleep currently, is it you on your own or there's other people?
One of my friends, yeah.
That's good. Okay. If you had one wish, what would that one wish be?
To have my old life back, literally.
Which part of your old life do you miss the most?
Being a carer, having my own home.
And suppose there's
insecure.
an employer watching this, and let's say they got a care home and they need a carer. If they offer you a job, would you take it?
Yeah, I would.
Fantastic. If you could go back, what would you change?
Having my car accident, maybe. I can't really help that, but I don't know, choosing
Did
the life I
did that
did.
car accident change your life in any way?
I was in a wheelchair for 6 months,
Okay.
and where I was a carer, going to people's houses, I lost my round because people obviously had to go do that job.
Yeah.
And yeah, it put me back in quite a lot of debt.
When you had your car accident, you were driving, I suppose.
Yeah.
How did that car accident happen? Like,
My lights went on my car, my electrics went, and the car just completely just
Stopped.
locked up. Yeah,
and then what happened? So
I went into a telegraph post, 60 mile an hour.
and then you ended up on a wheelchair from
Yeah.
that. Finally, I want to ask you, people that are going to watch this video, what's going to be your final message to everyone? What would you want them to know?
To other homeless people to stay strong, and we're not all scumbags.
So I was going to ask you, being homeless, what's the one lesson that you've learned?
To not share most of your problems with other people because it tends to go around everywhere.
Okay.
Keep yourself to yourself.
And then, when people walk past you, what items do you appreciate that they give you? Like, what would you really need someone to give you?
Food,
It's a nice-
clothes, money sometimes because it does help.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And what about stuff like blankets and socks?
Yeah,
Does that help
blankets,
as well?
socks, underwear, yeah,
Okay, cool.
hairbrush.
If our viewers, if they want to contact you, would it be okay if we share like an email or a phone number or something? So
Yeah.
if they want to donate money and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. My friend, got some food for you. Thank you.
Take care, man.
Yeah, it's been snowing and craziness, isn't it?
You're right, though.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, enjoy.
Thank you very much.